Alright, we're gonna roll a new dwarf Runepriest. I was looking at the old videos that I'm trying to get uploaded and finished here. And the first episode was all choppy and fucked up, so we'll redo it. I think my guy was like, I don't know, level 7, realm rank 10, or level 5, realm rank 10, or something like that. So we'll try and get back close to that by doing a couple scenarios here. So we're gonna roll an ugly-ass dwarf. Dear Lord. They are the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen. Alright, so when you start, you're gonna be in the dwarf starting area. I mean, I figured out later the quickest way to level is actually just to use these AoE cannons that you start right next to. We're gonna skip this intro. I'll cut it and come right back. Alright. That intro is unskippable, so that sucks. Let's not show tutorials. And then let's, those are my add-ons. This was, if you have a bunch of add-ons, it'll look like this. Let's, load up a profile that I have saved. So, I figured out later the quickest way is to use the AoE cannons to basically get to, like, level 7, but you can also just do this first quest from this Tharix guy. And we're gonna queue all. We're gonna try and hit level 2 before we take it, but... take this one too. Oh no, that's the one that's over on the side. I don't think I've done that quest in 2 years, 3 years. Always do this. The book's right here. You click the book. And then you talk to this guy twice, and we should get level 2, and we can join it right after the scenario. So we got a scenario pop within like 30 seconds of logging in. This is in November of 2022. I think the other videos are from like February of 2022, January, December of 21. Playing them over Christmas. So we hit level 2. We'll join this. It's a fresh one. The important part of hitting level 2 too, as well, is that we can use our pack mule here. It sucks to have to run if you join as a level 1. You can't use your mule. I don't know why they don't change it to level 2. Or level 1, the mule. But if you hit level 1 Q and get an insta-pop, you will not be able to use your mule. Alright, them choppas could be trouble. 3 choppas. They don't have a witch up. We're not going to get jumped from stealth. We don't have a detaunt. We basically just keep the melee away from us. If they're coming at us, we run away. I guess if it's a tank or something, we might be able to just heal through it a little bit. If it's a twinked out tank, that could be a problem. Because they hit like trucks if you don't have detaunt. So we're going to sit on this side of the bridge and try and heal people from as far away as we can. I don't know what the fuck that engineer's doing. I guess he decided he was going to put his turret down right on the other side of the bridge and then try and shoot everybody. Bold plan. White Lion doesn't know when to run away. I'm not going to be able to keep a Slayer up against 5 people, but we'll try. Nice dropping. Let's go with our ranged DPS. Maybe our ranged DPS can do something. Sorry, tank. The tanks are, I feel bad. They're usually the last ones to get heals. They're usually the ones that need the least amount of heals, so... they're on the bottom priority list of people you should be focused healing. You gotta throw them hots every now and then. Which we don't have yet. It looks like our Bright Wizard's killed 3 people there. Fuck yeah. He's got the Word of Pain on him. The engineer that likes to melee people is back. So we got 3 ranged DPS. Now if we keep 3 ranged DPS up and they don't have a healer, we should be doing some good damage here. That Slayer, I don't know, you gotta like sprint and just do a little damage and run away. Because I cannot heal you. I got 1 instant heal and it's on a 1.2 second or 1.5 second cooldown every time I use it. I think it's 1.5 now. Now, the other Runepriest videos I have, it might be a 1.2, but it'll be unnoticeable. And the other thing is, in the other ones, the AP, I had a little bit more AP than I have now. At least regen. Now, with one ability, I don't notice, but... Alright, we're winning because of those Bright Wizards. So, as Bright Wizards do, they like to run up and get some dots going. And they're kiting away, which is good to see. Stopping by the flag was a mistake for Algist here. He should have ran all the way to the bridge, dotting along the way. Engineer doing what he did before, which is try and tank everybody. Misclick there. The Bright Wizards, in a perfect world, would only be taking damage from themselves. Occasionally you get a single tank on you like this guy. It shouldn't do too much to him. We don't have res, so Modra can run back. He just dinged, so he lost all his health, but we'll get him up. Alright, we're doing good here. Those Bright Wizards, they're holding it down. I mean, this Gramish guy probably does a ton of fucking damage if he can stay alive. But he's basically got to use sprint, or he's got to use charge defensively, and then he's even got to sprint defensively, because we don't have any fucking heals. Alright, Spyro got a little too close. I think they jumped over the hill on him, he wasn't ready for it. But Modra hasn't died yet, which is a surprise. Our heals aren't good enough for the Slayer yet. This Chosen's gonna go on me. Chosen and Shaman could be dangerous here. No, the Shaman ran away. I thought it was a DPS Shaman. Alright, so toss myself a couple heals every now and then, which sucks because I only got one heal. So I'm wasting it on myself and not other people, so it's a good move on the Chosen's part. You just jump a lot if you. It'll help your line of sight. Like, it'll help you see over the bridge. Oh, he hit me hard there. What the fuck? Must have critted me. Come on, Guardian. My heals are still. I don't have a hot yet, so we suck. We'll work in a heal on myself every now and then just to get back to full health, but otherwise we gotta focus on the people that are actually getting hit. Now, if there's a witch elf running around that we know is stealthed and likes to attack us, you gotta keep yourself tapped off on full health. If you run around with half health, he will jump out and kill you. So you gotta kind of be aware of who you're fighting on the scoreboard there too. All right, Spyro's still killing everybody. Hopefully. Seems like every time destruction crosses the bridge, they die. No defensive charge from that guy, so he dies. The only guy that doesn't have to charge away is this Heladan here, because he's a tank. His whole goal is to eat damage. Well, his goal actually might be to do damage, but from my perspective, it's to eat it instead of having the White Lion or the Engineer eat it. Oh, we got a couple going the other way. 3, 4. There's one up there right now, and then there's 3 coming. Alright, we'll call it out in chat, see if anyone comes with. There's 2 or 3 of them that ran. Fuck are you? Oh shit. Get this guy healed up. And he ran away. Where the fuck are you going? Alright, he got 2 heals and he decided to rush into like, what, 4 people? Don't be that guy. Even on a melee DPS, play your melee DPS kind of like a ranged DPS. Do some damage and get the fuck away from people. And then run in, do some damage, and then get away from people. you're just a brawler, you're probably gonna die, at least in tier 1. Unless your team's completely dominant. But if it's close in tier 1, you will die playing a brawler. It's just inevitable. There's not enough heals and like absorb shields and stuff to keep you alive. Hell, half the people don't even have guard. I mean, Guardian doesn't have guard. Heladan doesn't have guard. Eden Flambeau doesn't have guard. Tier 1 is not a place for melee brawlers. Let's see if we can jump over the hill and save anybody. Alright, there we go. 500 to 350. Closer than I thought it was. Alright, so 1 down. Oh, we did get our hot. I don't know if I leveled in the scenario or because of the scenario, but now we got 2 heals, so we'll be able to do a little bit better job here. So now the goal will be to like to hot people and then to insta heal the ones that hot everyone that needs a little bit of health, top it off, bright wizards, all that shit. And then insta heal all the people that are being focused. If they're being focused, they need a hot and an insta heal, but like say Cappy or Clappy there is just missing like 70% of his health. Instead of using 3 global cooldowns for instants, we'll put 1 hot on him and then ignore him. And we'll focus on like Suff for somebody that's being attacked. Don't waste global cooldowns on people that aren't being attacked. Outside of like a single hot. A single hot should give someone like 1/3 of their health back. Maybe 1/4. When it runs its course. We got a decent group here. We got 3 heals. I think Simka... Now, when I played the Runepriest before, I'm not sure when, but sometime when I was recording the Tier 1 videos for Order, they added, or they changed the Archmage Hot to be like AoE, and it made AM so much better in Tier 1. Because they have like the only AoE heal. Or and they get it early, like he has it right now, or he'll get it really soon. So we got like 4 or 5 guys hotted up there that are running in to fight. Ooh, Clappy got clapped. Living up to the name. Heladan still has the super bolster for being a level 3, so he's hard to kill even with no armor on. He has a lot of toughness is what he has, so he's negating a lot of damage just from toughness, not armor. And then he's got a lot of wounds from being level 3. Like level 3, it gives you like a crazy amount of wounds as a tank. He's probably got like over 3,000, whereas I have 2,000. Which, in Tier 4 would be the equivalent of my healer having like 7,500, and he's at like 11,000. I mean, he's got 50% more than me. Alright, so that guy was running away to the left there. I think that was a Choppa. So he's going to the bottom. Let's see if we can, see if he's coming out right here. We'll dot him up. He had low health. I don't see him. I'm tabbing. Maybe he doubled back to try and recap. Which, whatever, fuck him. If they're losing a Choppa in this next middle fight, they're gonna lose. Yeah, he didn't go over there. If you're a DPS and you ignore a middle fight, you are severely hurting your team. Or if you're this guy and you're running... What are you doing? Why are you on the corner? You're Shadow Warrior. He could have stood in this doorway and I could have healed him. But he ran around the corner and died. Looks like he was meleeing somebody. Melee Shadow Warrior does not work well in Tier 1. The abilities it gives you to start out are like Broadhead Arrow and shit, and Skirmish, what do you call it? spiral shot that you can cast on the run. The game is telling you to play skirmish stance in tier 1. You're doing like half the damage playing assault Shadowware as you would be. And look, he's getting meleeed again. Yeah, he must think he's like a melee dude. Maybe a couple deaths will change his mind that it's a fucking waste of time. I thought about doing it too, but then you look at the abilities you get and they're just like all geared towards either scout or skirmish. You'd just be a fool to try and do assault in tier 1. Do assault in like tier 4. Like when you hit 30 plus, you'll have most of your abilities you need. And then when you hit 40, go back to skirmish or scout because you're gonna get fucking blasted in tier 4 if you try that assault shit until you're like realm rank 70 or 80. Like you're gonna want Bastion Stair Armor, Hunter Veil, Warlord, Sob before you ever try that assault shit again. Or you're gonna die a lot. Well, either way. Alright, so we'll stay with the blob, keep everyone hotted up. Practice your jump skills. Everyone else seems to be practicing here. Now, I don't know why we need this many people to camp a point, but we do not want to be out there instigating fights on a level 3 Runepriest. A lot of classes I would. I'd just sit out there and draw the fight to this group. The perfect scenario, like maybe 3 people are capping that flag while the rest of us are sitting right where I am now and intercepting people and starting fights out here. Doing what I'm doing. Just getting as much damage out on these. Look at them use charge to run away. Ooh, and they got their whole blob, so hopefully we can get a fight here. I noticed that Sork wasn't getting healed earlier. I'm trying to get a fucking dot on him. We got a heal. That Sork had like no health earlier, which makes me think the healer's ignoring him or is in a different group maybe. And Sorks do a lot of damage, so if you can help them kill themselves, more the merrier. Alright, so we're going to focus at the tanks, put a hot on Clappy, put a hot on Numeric, Nemuic. Knight almost died. Oh, sorry, Haldan. Oop, there's a level. Hey, the bolster lag wasn't too terrible there. That guy's running away. Sork losing all his health, and he's dead. Almost dead. There, I heard him die. And so I healed those two. The Eden Flame Haldan, and then the guys on my side, they get hots. They shouldn't need heals. Maybe Clappy if he's in the shit, but Clappy should also learn to do a little bit of fighting and doing a little bit of running. And then because I have so much range DPS on my squad, I shouldn't need to do anything more than really hot them. And then I can focus healing the tanks in the other group. And if the tanks are eating all the damage in the other group, we're in great shape. Like they're not doing a ton of damage, they're just eating damage and really being distractions. Look at them fight our Swordmaster there. Choppa versus Swordmaster Knight. It's just not gonna work. This guy's running around corners again, trying to do his melee shit. He's gonna die. Whoop. Yeah, I got him. Oh. Oh, he got down to like 5% there. Another guy running away to the left there. They're gonna try and chase. Flag's full. At this point, the destruction's struggling for a whole host of reasons. Their targeting is terrible. But they're also fighting 2 on 3 on 12, 3 on 10. Never a good sign. It looked like that Chop was talking shit to his team, being like, target the fucking healer. And then he started charging me, so we'll run away. Got a nice little melee in here. Well, something could come behind us or whatever. We just gotta be ready to either break line of sight with the pillars or sprint away. Sork on my left is... No, he's not even targeting me. He's targeting the, whatever that is, engineer. We're getting closer, because we got our hot. And that guy, that other Archmage, I'm pretty sure he has AoE hot right now. So we'll try and do one more, and then I will, go to the videos I recorded like 9 months ago. Look how much experience you get from this. This is what I figured out was the quickest way to level, by the way, for really any class, but especially dwarves. Watch this. It's like 10%. Maybe a little bit less than 10%. 6-7% for 2 cannon shots. Which will be interesting because you watch the rest of this video, the rest of the Runepriest videos, and there's a Logran's Forge. The mechanics could even be different. This shit used to blow up, and like it would be like a nuclear bomb in the middle when it was capped. They tried that for a while. I might have some of those in there. Which is an intro. Oh, they're all dead. I went to the wrong side. Pet Queen. And Trollmund. Alright, we got 3 people up here, including 2 level 14 DPS. Hopefully they can just kill everything. Oh no, we got everyone coming back in now. So it looked like the fight was, they won the first fight. We just had like 3 or 4 casualties out of it. Little Stumpa just dinged. He lost all his health. You gotta watch out for that. Alright, we'll buff our team up. I did just get my buff. It's giving them like strength and ballistic skill and shit. For this group I'm in, not super useful. Other group would be very useful. They got a decent blob there. Pet Queen needs to learn to run away. He's gonna die. Yeah, there's no way I can keep him up through whatever that was. 6, 7, 8 people on him. Even if all 3 healers focused him, I think we would struggle. I think a Raz might have rezzed him. Or Arhaz. Whatever his name is. So he went in for the res, I think, and because, you know, you have to stand still to res, he became primary target of their group and fucking dropped to 20%. So resing can be very dangerous. Just keep jumping and healing. I mean, the jumping is helping me get line of sight on people. And then when I land, I'm out of line of sight of the same person. So say it's like a squig herder or something. I could jump and heal the person the squig herder's shooting, and then when I land, I'm out of line of sight. So if the squig herder turns and tries to attack me, you know, the jumping helps a lot as a healer. Gain line of sight. I think some people do it because they think it helps you, like, get away from people. It's not really helping you get away from people. It's keeping your guy moving, though. And I think moving targets are harder to focus on, track down. And you'll get heals off a half second earlier if you jump and get that line of sight rather than having to run up and look down that stairway to heal Richard there. So there's 3 scenarios in the books. I think I'm going to cut it here, and then what I'll do is I'll just bring back the videos I had last year. I was around the same level. I think I was like 5, realm rank 10 or something. Because maybe I did the weekend scenario or something with some extra renown. But we'll cut back to those videos, and I think the choppiness and everything is fine for everything else that I got recorded. It was just the early episode, so we'll be back.